I wanted to talk about this because I know that Jeremy is one of the biggest Wicked fans out there. He's actually driven up to New York specifically to see the musical when it was on Broadway. It's one of the few books he's actually read in his entire life was Wicked. Jeremy's a big Wicked fan, so we had to talk about this.
Absolutely.
There's certainly been some controversies already about the Wicked movie with the woke actress Cynthia Erivo, slamming fans. A fan-made poster for making it look like the actual Broadway musical poster. She said it was racism, that people would try to hide her eyes. She's talked about how she's the definitive version of this character, the Wicked Witch of the West, because she's black and no one else understands what it's like to be black other than her, apparently. But the Wicked movie has found itself in the middle of some other controversy. And it's not because of something this dumb bitch said. It's not because anything Ariana Grande said. It's not anything like this. It's actually all about dolls, Jeremy, about the promotional material, the merchandise they have out there, the dolls that some people might buy to collect. Maybe some kids might get it. Well, there's been a little mistake. Mattel's Wicked movie dolls mistakenly list porn site on the packaging.
Oh, God, dude.
And I can see how this happens, all right? The website I'm on right now is called wickedmovie.com, and that's the one that's for the actual thing. Oh, look at all our partners. Hey, look at this. Go look at Get the Lego, blah, blah, blah. This is where you can get tickets. The reason it wasn't just wicked.com is because that domain's already taken. That's a porn site, which I can't pull up here on YouTube right now. And if you look on the back of these dolls, I saw Steph put out this post right there, www.wicked.com. Now, Mattel has already come out, obviously, and been like, we're sorry for this mistake. We're trying to warn everybody. We're going to fix this. We promise. Like, what can you fucking do at this point in time? A statement shared with Variety Sunday regarding the erroneous web address, Mattel said, Mattel was made aware of a misprint on the packaging of Mattel Wicked Collection dolls, primarily sold in the U.S., which intended to direct consumers to the official wickedmovie.com landing page. We deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this. Parents are advised that the misprinted, incorrect website is not appropriate for children. Consumers who have already had the product are advised to discard the product packaging or obscure the link. What a fucking nightmare, dude. What a nightmare.
If Wicked.com does not have a parody Wicked porn within the next 24 hours, they have failed epically.
Yes, absolutely. Dude, you get what you deserve. This movie deserves to be shamed and laughed at and memed to hell. So I have no sympathy for him whatsoever. And I do have sympathy for any of the children involved with this, which, I mean, if your parents are buying you Wicked merchandise, what kind of house is this anyway? So, I mean, as you said, Ryan, Wicked is a huge deal.
It's a huge property. There's a lot of women that love this. And like, it's still, I would imagine that this movie is going to probably hit over $100 million domestic its opening weekend.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I really don't know what the demand will be like internationally or anything. I don't know how big Wicked might be outside the States, but within the States, it's a big deal. For women specifically. We're not the target demographic for this. Now, we're the target demographic for the website that they accidentally posted. So maybe they were trying to get us in there. You know what I mean? They were trying to get us to get in on the merchandise. I don't know. But yeah, you can't, this is not to blame on a stupid woke actress. This is not to blame on something. This is a massive mistake from Mattel that, who knows, maybe it'll generate more press. Maybe it's a big conspiracy and they did it on purpose to get after the children and then they wanted more press from it. Maybe that's what happened. But obviously, wicked.com, wickedmovie.com.
Slight difference. Yeah, it's just like, that's why I don't think like calling Twitter videos X videos is probably the best route to go when people are talking about X, because if you know, you know. But yeah, I mean, seeing how this is played out, I think that this will ultimately, as much as it's funny to laugh at this and clown on them, I do think that it's probably a net positive in terms of just controversy and getting people to talk about this. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like there's probably a net positive somewhere in there for it to bring more attention to this movie. When is this movie supposed to release?
The
Soon.
weekend before Thanksgiving, so like is it November 22nd or November 21st or something?
Okay, yeah.
November 21st feels like that Thursday, right? I think so.
So that's the. I mean, so they've got to be ramping up their marketing big time. So this is funny, and I could see this getting talked about on a lot of different channels that probably wouldn't even talk about this type of stuff, just because it's so funny. Yeah. So potentially it could help them. And I think Ryan has been saying this consistently about it, but don't think this is going to be like the Marvels or something, like at least opening weekend anyway.
It's going to make more domestically than the Marvels made in its opening weekend, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when we have an audience. Hey, ladies, I know you're out there. What's up? All 7% of you, right? Very male-dominated audience who is probably not interested in this thing at all in any way, shape, or form. But just like we saw with something like the Barbie movie, there's a lot of people out there that might go see it, even though you might not be interested at all. And if it's something that is a property they like and is made for them and they make that thing, they might go out and see it. It's a little bit different when you try to take a male-dominated property and turn it into a female property. They're not going to show up for it, just like The Acolyte, just like we've seen with some of these MCU movies, stuff like that.
Well, see, with you saying that, I mean, honestly, if you weren't like balancing that out, I would have just assumed this is going to be a mess. Like Wicked is not on my radar at all. I know nothing of it.
There's a lot of people that said that, right? When this actress came out and said that dumb shit, and we're like, wow, your movie's going to flop now. I said, hold your horses. Let's see.
And again, Ryan is not, I want to clarify, you're not saying that this is going to be some billion-dollar film. You're just saying opening weekend's going to be strong. After that, we'll see what happens.
I think it's going to be one of the bigger movies of the year overall. I'm not saying it's going to replicate Barbie's success or anything like that. What I'm saying is that the key core demographic that's going to see this movie, they're probably not as upset about some of the things that are out there, like the actress talking about how I haven't been seen or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to be as turned off by some of that marketing. Because they're the same ones that, voted for Kamala Harris. So.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we need, we're not talking about it today, but that Variety article is pretty hilarious about saying, stop telling celebrities they need to be silent or blaming them for Kamala Harris's loss. Like, yeah, we, please continue talking, celebrities. It's not helping.